And look at that. I pushed the tray till it couldn't go anymore, and the saw is stable and strong, even with this lava stone, which is 48 inches long and about 7/8 of an inch thick. I'm getting ready to install tile on the interior of this fireplace, the exterior of it, and this smaller fireplace too. This is the perfect job to try out my new DT 10-inch Max from Rubi Tools. If you want to know how you could win this saw and a pretty cool accessory absolutely free, make sure you watch to the end of this video. So here's the tile. There's 1, 2, and 3 crates. It's actually some pretty cool looking lava stone that I'm looking forward to installing. But it's a multi-size pattern with pieces ranging from 12 inches all the way to this one measuring 48 inches long. Now the cool thing about the DT10 is that you can cut longer tile than your average saw. You can actually rip cut up to 36 inches long, but unfortunately this tile is 38 inches long, so it just misses the ability to rip cut it. Of course you can plunge cut the first 2 inches and rip the rest of it, but that's not going to help with my 48 inch long tiles. So I decided to go down to Downtown San Diego. They literally have a whole section dedicated to Rubi Tools. There's my TZ1800. That's where I bought my speed cutter. They have all the Rubi blades, cutting wheels, bits, suction cups, the triller, polishing pads, tons of trowels. There's the Rubi mixer, their cyclone system, spacers, wedges, and all the leveling clips you need. And of course, my DT 10-inch Max. But the reason I'm here is because I heard Rubi Tools just came out with this accessory table for my DT10, and you gotta see what it can do. My friends at Downtown are the best for stocking all my Rubi supplies. Now let's get back to the job and put this tray to the test. So here's the new extension tray and how to put it on. First, you'll need to remove these attachments from the existing tray. The water catcher in the back also needs to be removed so it doesn't get in the way of the long cuts. Unlock this safety so you can slide out the regular tray. Now you just slide in the new tray, lock the safety, and you're good to go. Look at this massive tray. With this new tray, Rubi says you can rip cut up to 50-inch tile, but depending on the thickness of the tile, it looks like you might get away with 51 inches. The tray also comes with these 2 support legs that are easily attached to the stand and can be folded in for storage. When you extend the tray all the way out while making a cut, the legs help support the saw to manage the weight of the tile. Now you can put back the attachments on the new tray to give you more working room. I got my gauge set to where I want it, so let's make some cuts. So this one here is the 48-inch long tile. I'm making sure it's resting flat against the tray and touching the side of the gauge that I set. This saw does have a separate switch for the water pump, so I'll turn that on, turn on the saw, and go ahead and start pushing the tile through the blade. I was super careful at first because I'm not used to cutting this large of a tile on a regular size saw. But the tray was sliding nice and smooth, and the 15-amp motor just pulled the tile right through. Of course, without the water catcher in the back, water ran off the tile, so it's probably better to cut outside where the water won't puddle. And look at that. I pushed the tray till it couldn't go anymore, and the saw is stable and strong, even with this lava stone, which is 48 inches long and about 7/8 of an inch thick. Now that's pretty impressive to me. Let's see how accurate it cut. This thin little piece is about 1.25 inches on this side, and this side is about 1.25 inches too. So wow, 4-foot long tile cutting accurate against the gauge is truly amazing. Underneath the tray, it has these sturdy aluminum bars and even has this black pan to catch the water from the tray and pitch it back to the water pump. All right guys, well, I'm super impressed, not only with the DT 10-inch Max, but with this extension table. I think the number one thing that impressed me the most was the stability of it. You know, with this huge tile just kind of overhanging like this, I was, you know, kind of thinking it would be flimsy or something like that, but even with it going all the way down, I mean, you can see it just rammed there. And it's really stable. Obviously it shakes, but I think it shakes more because it's on these little bars that kind of are thin. But it's really stable. And I think that's what impressed me the most with this idea of being able to cut, what, 51-inch tile on a regular 10-inch saw, not having to have a big saw, big rail saw out here. So I think that's what impressed me the most, how stable it is, how secure it is, and of course how accurate it cut. You saw I got a 4-foot tile, cut it all the way down, and it was perfect. Perfect measurement on both sides. So to me, that's impressive for it to be able to cut that accurate simply by adding an extension table. And of course some support legs too. But for me, I mean, it's awesome to be able to not have to bring your giant rail saw. You have your 10-inch saws here on the job, and now you just swap out the trays and you can cut up to 51-inch tile. You could even miter them. So guys, let me know what you think about this DT 10-inch Max. And more importantly, let me know what you think about this extension tray. Seems like it would definitely be worth it to be able to cut large tile, which is the norm now, which is everyone's getting bigger and bigger tile. So to be able to cut big tile fairly easily, that's a huge plus with a regular 10-inch saw that's portable, easy to carry, move around the job site. If you're watching this close to when I posted it, you're in luck because Rubi Tools is doing a giveaway, and they are actually giving away this actual whole setup I have here. They are giving away this DT 10-inch Max along with this extension table. So all you have to do is click the link I will put in the description before, I believe, September 9th might be the cutoff. Check the details there for the cutoff. I'll put it in the description, but you might be able to win this saw, so hopefully you can. Rubi Tools is a great company. I like teaming up with them, and we are doing a giveaway together, so I think that's great. Hopefully you win. This would be a great addition to your arsenal. So be sure to check the description, click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and you'll be entered into a raffle to win this exact setup, the DT 10-inch Max with this extension table. And of course it does come with the other extension table too. So it's gonna be a great addition to your arsenal. All right, so be sure to click that link, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Take care, bye.